Hi there guys, I am going to do a video that is something that I don't normally typically do or talk about, but I was cleaning my playroom and the craft area was pretty crazy, and so I was going through and organizing things, and I thought, you know what, I may as well do a video while I have it out, because I have had some questions from other moms about how I handle this situation, and so I thought, well, I'll just have it up on YouTube, and then that way they can reference it whenever they want, or if you come across this and you know somebody that it would benefit, you could share it for them as well. So one of the big reasons why I'm so thankful for being in direct sales is because my last baby, who is 4, he'll be 5 in October, he has some language issues. And so I first started noticing it right away, and noticing that he wasn't quite talking like my other babies had done previously. Being a nurse, I know that every baby is different, but I just felt like it wasn't quite right. And so by the time that he had turned, let's see, he's 4 now, so about 2.5, yeah, probably 2.5, the doctors and I kind of decided, okay, well, let's look into this further. I have not had him tested for anything. We just checked his hearing, and his hearing was fine, and his, throat and everything is fine. So for whatever reason, he is just really delayed in speech. So I thought that I would show you some of the things that I have found helpful with me, especially in this last 1.5 years. We started having speech services, and then we continue to do so, but here in Iowa, the cutoff for that, the program we're using was 3, and so then now he goes to the school to meet with an ESL teacher, ESL, what is it, whatever it's called, the speech lady, once a week. So that is very helpful, but it is definitely something that I have had to work with him on all the time. And so we kind of do preschool here at home. He missed the cutoff date to be in this year's preschool class for 4-year-olds. So I've kind of been doing it at home, so kind of homeschooling. So some of the things I found really helpful, especially when we first started, we had to kind of teach him some sign language, and especially things like more and please and, things like that was really beneficial. So I'd encourage you to look up some of those basic signing commands and see how that works for you, because that'll at least help bridge that gap. Another thing that we had a lot of problems with was him telling us what he wanted. And when he couldn't tell us, it usually resulted badly in some sort of behavior that wasn't very good. And so we would, one of the first things that we did is I printed off some little pictures of food, and I would laminate them, and then I put them up on the refrigerator, and that he would point to it when he wanted something. So that was really the first step in us really deciding that that was very helpful. So that is one thing that I did. Another thing that we had a lot of trouble with was getting him to communicate with us on things that he wanted to do or schedule changes. That was really hard to get him for us to communicate. Normally you just say, oh, okay, we're going to go and do this next, or what do you want to do now? And they tell you. He wasn't able to do that. So again, I printed off just some cute graphics. You can get these anywhere on Pinterest. And I cut them out and I laminated them, and then I put Velcro on the back. And at first, we would use them to just kind of say how our day was going. Before bed, we're going to brush our teeth, we're going to, take our drink, things like that, to kind of help get him in a routine. And we would just put the Velcro strip right on like a file folder or whatever, and just kind of put those on there. Then he can kind of choose what he wants, or you can use it in a lot of different ways. So I just kind of had, I had a little baggie that was full of different things that we would do. So that was helpful. So now he is talking a little bit better. We still have it's more pronunciation that we're working on. So we do a lot of things in the morning. Our preschool is not very long. And I know that is something that when I was looking online for how long it should last, it really doesn't last that long. For us, we just do it until, you know, he gets tired, because really he's only 4. And the main point of our preschool per se is just that we're working on sounds and we're working on pronouncing that. And the more that he does that, it helps him. So, and then in the summers we take off and we see even a bigger growth. So, we usually, the speech lady will have a certain sort of sound that we're working on for the week. And we practice that as well. So I have just a bunch of file folders. Here. I just have a bunch of file folders, and then they're just kind of labeled number sheets, writing, things like that. And in there is kind of what we're based off of. And so we just kind of pick some activities for the day. For example, I went through into this today and I absolutely love it. I got a bunch of these little manila folders from like the Dollar Tree, and I made them into, you know, I see a lot of people do like busy bags or things like that. And these are just kind of envelopes. So it's kind of a different idea off that. But so I just taped it on, and the little things that'll go in here are inside the envelope. So I did that with all of them, like that. And so it's just little games that we use during preschool, but then this way you're not losing the pieces. And I like laminating, but it can be kind of costly if you laminate everything. So, yeah, so those are just some things that we do and we work on, and I thought maybe I'd just, you know, do a video on it in case anybody else has a little one that has some language issues that they've been working on. If you need any other help, you know, I can try to help as much as I can, so you can feel free to post below or message me, send me an email, and I'd love to talk to you more. It is definitely something that I didn't realize how many children have trouble talking. My girls just came out talking, so I didn't really know what to do in this situation, and it has definitely been a learning curve, but it just really takes some time and some trial and errors to figure out what works. But I promise you, you will get through it and you will find a system that works for you.